Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a love tarot reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming in for the collective today, please. What does the collective need to know about this person? And we have the moon. Put a few more cards out and we'll start talking about this message. Let's see what's going on for this person and this connection, please. And we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Coins. We'll grab one more card and then we'll start talking about this message. What do we need to hear, please? What do we need to know? And we have the Fool. Well, okay, guys, with the moon leading the way for this reading today and the card that comes after it, which is the 5 of Coins, the 5 of Pentacles, I feel that this person is not doing so well. Your person is in a place of sadness. They're in a place of melancholy. They've got the blues with that moon showing up. But I feel that this is something that your person needs to go through at the moment. They need to have the experiences that they are having because this is what is providing for them, the life lessons, so that they can make sure that they never bring all of this chaos and confusion into your life ever again. They are not happy with their life at the moment. This is what I am seeing in these first 3 cards. They're not very proud of themselves. They're not happy with their behavior in regard to how they treated you, how they acted, the words they said to you, or any of those things that brought this disconnect between the two of you. Feeling foolish at the moment, not very proud of themselves, because they are also feeling some heartache and heartbreak and what it feels like to not have you in their life. But with that 5 of Pentacles coming after the moon card, it is also telling us that perhaps for some of you, this person's life could be falling apart a little bit at the moment as well. And they are acknowledging that their life is so much better when the two of you are together, which is why they are feeling foolish right now, but they need to feel this. This is going to give them the massive wake-up call that they need to reach out to you, that they need to bridge the distance between the two of you so that they can feel better about themselves and their life again, but also because they want to start fresh and start over with you. You know, many times, and I've said this before, we don't know what we have until it's gone. And then when our life falls apart, we can really see that perhaps we are as well suffering some of the repercussions for our decisions and our actions, the words that we said that were so hurtful to someone, the behaviors that really broke someone's heart and hurt their feelings and perhaps even caused emotional devastation. And your person is seeing where they brought all of this into your life. And they don't like how that feels. Now, the moon is also a card of dreams, so I feel as well your person is dreaming about you, wanting to connect with you in that 5D space, and perhaps you guys watching the reading are dreaming about your person. And when you start talking to them again, when they start bridging the distance between the two of you and you have conversations again, you may be surprised that you will have had many of the same dreams of each other with one another as you meet up in that 5D space and exchange information and exchange energy with each other, because your person is in this space where they know that they have to do something, that they are unhappy without you, and that is what that 5 of Pentacles is also about. The 5 of Pentacles is about someone who feels left out in the cold, and you didn't push this person out in the cold, did you? You guys watching the reading? No, this is something that they did to themselves. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of worry. It is a card of financial loss, perhaps. It is a card of maybe losing a job or trying to change jobs, but not being able to make that happen, because they are reaping the repercussions of their words, actions, and behaviors that were so hurtful to you. But your person understands what it's like to not have you in their life, feeling out in the cold, not liking that feeling at all, wanting to get back to the warmth Because as we can see inside this church here, it is warm because there's a fire in there and it is glowing, the warmth and the light of the fire. But this is your person acknowledging that the warmth and light of your love is what sustained them, what kept them going. And they are definitely feeling this abandoned feeling within themselves right now, because you're not around them. You're not sharing your life with them at the moment. And this is something that they do feel foolish about. And then we come to the Fool. And the Fool is about your person wanting to start fresh and start over with you. They are at the place where they are getting ready to take this giant leap of faith and come towards you. Taking that first step, that giant step. And you know, the journey of 1,000 miles just begins with one step or something along those lines. Maybe it's 10,000 miles. I don't remember exactly. Of course I don't. But the first step is all they need to do. The first step, hitting that send button on their phone, the first text, the first phone call, the first message is all this person has to do. And they are getting to that place because the anticipation is growing and building within them. And their heart is screaming out at them that they need to take action, that they need to come back to you, because life without you has given them this wake-up call that they need. And they realize what they've lost. Losing you has had a very profound impact on this person's life. Yes, that's the right words. Those are the words that I was looking for. But your person does not want to be foolish anymore. They're going to make better decisions. They're going to make better choices in regard to you and in regard to this connection, because they want to start fresh and start over. Because the Fool is also about the next step of the journey, the next phase of this journey. And your person wants to continue on this journey with you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear about this person and this connection? And we have the Eight of Swords. Well, the Eight of Swords is about being in a prison of your own making, actually. Well, it's about many more other things, but today what I'm hearing is your person is acknowledging that they are in a prison of their own making, that this is something that they did to themselves, which is very true. But the Eight of Swords is also about illusions, as is the Moon. Your person being trapped in their illusions when the two of you were spending time together before, and having more faith in those illusions than what they were feeling in their heart for you, because they have been listening to all of those illusions for so very long. It's time to get rid of that soundtrack and start playing a different one, which is what your person is doing. The Eight of Swords is about interference and what has interfered in this relationship with your person. Perhaps it's their old habits. Perhaps it's toxic, dysfunctional behaviors. It is their fears. It is their insecurities. It is everything that has held them back from being able to be full on with you, which they are seeing and understanding, but also causing them to acknowledge that that was foolish of them in the past to listen to all of this stuff. But the interesting thing about the Moon is also about illusions, not being able to see everything. But the light of the Moon is shining its light on all of these things within your person. And perhaps these are things that have been very deeply buried within their subconscious, that they are having to dig down deep and find and release and get rid of, especially if they have been carrying this junk around with them for a very long time. And some people will do that. They will carry all of their fears and their insecurities and their old issues and their old emotional wounds and baggage and everything else, perhaps even a wounded inner child, because it causes them to believe, erroneously, by the way, but it causes them to believe that they don't have to be accountable and responsible then if they have all of these wounds. Well, this happened to me when I was 12 years old, and I went to the dentist and they pulled my tooth and they didn't give me enough Novocaine or lidocaine or whatever that numbing stuff is, and now I have trauma for the rest of my life. That was an extreme example, guys, but actually that happened to me when I was 5 years old. They pulled 7 teeth and I didn't get enough numbing. But Anyway, so the point is, and I'm still afraid of the dentist, by the way. So yeah, guilty, have my own stuff, but your person is having to work through these things, and that is what they are doing because they want to continue on this journey with you. Let's see what else is coming through for this message. What is coming through for this message today, please? The Four of Wands. Well, that is an interesting card to get now after this run of cards of unhappiness. Your person desires a reconciliation with you. With the Four of Wands coming in today, this is about your person wanting this partnership, wanting this relationship. Now that I think of it, the Four of Wands has not come up for a while in these readings or on our other channel. And if you are not aware of our other channel, it is Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. And I will put a link pinned to the top comment for those of you who are unaware of that channel. The Four of Wands, it is about the celebration of this union. It is about the celebration of your partnership. And I love the way that the Four of Wands is on this card because it makes me think of 11. 11, which is the number for union, obviously. The number for you and your person to come together, to create a partnership, to build a beautiful relationship with each other. Initially, the Four of Wands is about reconciling and getting back together. Ultimately, the Four of Wands is about the celebration of this union with your person. Now, that could be a housewarming party if you are moving in together. It can be an engagement party. It can be just a celebration that you're having with friends and family because the two of you are getting back together. It can be the ceremony, wedding ceremony, and the reception that comes after that, where people are partying and dancing and having a wonderful time. The Four of Wands is about celebration. Now, this could be about you and this person just celebrating by yourselves as well, taking a trip perhaps, having a wonderful romantic dinner, just spending some time together, getting to know one another again, quality time, talking, spending time, laughing, joking with each other, holding each other, and being romantic with each other, of course. But ultimately, the Four of Wands is about the celebration of this union, and I have always seen the Four of Wands as a card of long-term partnership. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear about this person? What is coming through? And we have the Five of Cups. Well, the Five of Cups is not a happy card, especially because I'm going to drop it right next to the moon. Well, the Five of Cups is your person being all in their emotions. They are feeling emotionally overwhelmed at the moment because you are not in their life. This is about them missing you. This is about them longing for you, but this is also about this despair and this agony and this overwhelming sadness that this person feels right now. And as you can see, the Knight in this card is on his knees praying while he's holding that flag. And I feel as well that your person may be praying at this moment, praying for guidance, praying for support from God, from the divine, from the universe. But as well, this is about your person feeling a lot of regret, feeling that guilt, being ashamed of themselves, being foolish, not wanting to create the same problems or make the same mistakes that they have in the past with you, because your person does not like their life without you. They want to do better. They will do better. And they want to show you that they will be dedicated to doing better as well, because your person is not in a good place right now. And as I've already said, I feel that perhaps your person may feel like so many things in their life is falling apart right now, especially with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. The interesting thing about the number 5, though, is that it is about change. So I do feel that there is change for the better coming for your person and for you and for this relationship, which is why we have the Fool and the Four of Wands here. But let's see what else is coming through for this message. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? And we have the Three of Cups. Well, very much supporting that Four of Wands. The Three of Cups is about reconciliation. It is about reunion. It is about the two of you meeting up and sharing a beverage, having a snack, having a meal, go for a walk, going for a stroll, going for a drive, sitting on the porch, sitting in the car, just sitting and talking to one another. But the Three of Cups is ultimately about your person wanting to spend time with you. It is about them wanting to date again. It is about them wanting to start rebuilding this relationship. So much happiness, so much celebration with the Three of Cups being present, especially with this Four of Wands being here as well. Celebration, festivities, celebrating the fact that you are coming back together. But let's see what else is coming through for this message. What do we need to hear, please? And we have the Four of Pentacles. Well, your person doesn't want to let you go. Your person wants to hold on to you. This is about them not wanting to let go of you or of this connection or of this relationship. In a general reading, the Four of Pentacles is about someone who's holding on to their money. But this is about love, and this is about romance and your person wanting to hold on to you. But as well, this comes with the number 4. You guys know I love the number 4 because that is about stability. It is about personal power. It is about your person having that stability and structure within themselves to be able to work with you to build a stronger partnership, a better relationship on a much more powerful foundation than where it was in the past. And the other thing that I want to mention about the Four of Pentacles coming beneath the Fool is that your person can definitely see where they were stubborn in the past, where they were full of pride and ego, and they know that their stubbornness and their selfishness caused them to create a lot of this discontent and this disharmony in this relationship, which has definitely been screaming out at them that they need to do things differently as they come back, which is going to be part of their plan because your person does not want to fail again. They want to make sure that they're successful in regard to rebuilding this relationship with you because they see this as a long-term partnership. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. And we have the Chariot. Well, let's get things moving. The Chariot is all about your person taking action. Hallelujah for that. The Chariot is about movement. It is about getting this connection for the two of you out of this place where it has been stuck, getting it moving, getting it flowing again, opening the lines of communication, talking to you, texting you, reaching out to you because they do want to spend time with you. Now with the Chariot being here, it could be about them getting in their car or on the bus or on the train and doing whatever they need to do to show up at your front door. Perhaps they will knock the door. Perhaps they will ring the bell. Perhaps they walk by your house and decide one day that they're just going to say hello and see what's going on with you. But the Chariot is about movement. It is about them taking action, but it's also about success. Your person successfully overcoming all of these things that have created this interference in this relationship, getting rid of their old patterns and behaviors, getting rid of their toxic and dysfunctional stuff, behaviors, habits perhaps, being a better communicator, someone who is going to get rid of all of the things that have held them back from being able to have this partnership with you. And that could also be having to get rid of some people who are in their lives who are toxic and dysfunctional as well. Whatever your person has to do to have this partnership with you, this is what they want to successfully overcome as well, with this Chariot being here. Now the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Cancer, this can be a place of validation for you, but you don't have to be a Cancer for this reading to work, or any other sign that I might mention. This is a collective reading and it is for everyone. It is more important that we consider how this card relates to the rest of the cards in the message that the universe is presenting to you guys today, which is actually that your person is feeling miserable, melancholy, has the blues, is not happy without you in their life, and they may very well feel that their life is falling apart, because things aren't going well for them. And they are acknowledging that things are not going well for them. And perhaps this is some karma that is being dropped on their head and having to feel a lot of this misery and sadness and heartache and heartbreak and kind of like feeling left out in the cold and perhaps experiencing some problems with their finances or their job situation. That is all, hello, wake-up calls from the divine. Trying to shake this person up, wake them up, get them moving so the two of you can have this celebration, so the two of you can start spending time together again. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The Magician. Well, there is an endless, infinite love between you and this person. That is what the Magician is all about today. But as well, it is about your person manifesting those things that they need to make their way back to you, to reach out to you, finding the courage to talk, finding the words that they want to express to you, finding the courage and the confidence that they need to reach out and start rebuilding this relationship. But the Magician also tells us your person desires you, and they are so very attracted to you. And it is not just about the physical connection. There is a deep emotional connection here. There is a deep spiritual connection here between you and this person as well. And they have always known that this connection was more than just superficial, than it was more than just this physical attraction and this physical connection or chemistry that's here between the two of you. They know that it's something more. They always have. And right now they are trying to figure out what they need to do to manifest those things within themselves, to reach out to you, to come out completely of this mental prison of their own making, to take this leap of faith and come towards you because they want to celebrate, they want to see you, they want to spend time with you. But right now I feel for a lot of you, this person is not in a happy place. That Five of Cups, that is one of the saddest cards in the deck. If not the saddest, I actually think it is the saddest because it is not only about sadness, heartbreak, sorrow, grieving, despair, but it is also about regret and guilt and remorse. But your person knows all they have to do is stop focusing on their guilt, regret, and remorse right now, as this knight in this image shows us, and just turn around. Turn around from where they are running, from where they are in no contact, and see those two cups that are on the ground behind this kneeling knight. All your person has to do is turn around, pick those two cups up, and then that Five of Cups becomes the Two of Cups, which is about union and your person wanting to come back towards you, to reconcile, to get back together with you. Because your person's life without you is not in a happy space. I feel that is the impression that I am getting from the cards that we have on the table, but as well with the Magician and the Fool being here, they are also acknowledging that it is through their actions that they are responsible, that they have no one to blame for themselves for what they are going through and experiencing in their life just now, but they're going to successfully overcome all of this stuff, because that is what that Chariot is about. And in order to get back to you, they want to overcome these challenges, these obstacles, these illusions, these fears, and everything else, because this person wants to start over. They want a better life, a new beginning, a fresh start with you. We also have the Wailing Tree. Well, this is about reconciliations. So I do feel that that supports the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, in that your person wants to get back together. They want to reconcile. This card comes with number 59. If anyone resonates with number 59, now that could be May 9th. It could be September 5th. It could be the number 14, because 14 is 5 plus 9. The number 14, the 14th of a month. But then 1 plus 4 does equal 5, which is about change. And we have change on this table already with the Five of Pentacles and Five of Cups, and with this Wailing Tree. But again, that would be May or the 5th of a month. I'm going to pick this back up because look at that face in that tree. Very similar to the face on this knight, actually. Wailing. I feel your person is having a hard time. I feel like they are definitely going through something at the moment, but You know, we go through these things and we have to have these experiences because it is the very thing that wakes us up and gets us moving. And at times we think that we can just move on with our life and kind of like not expect any repercussions from any of that, or we think that we can just have it not negatively impact or negatively affect us in any way. But then, you know, if it is karma that is hitting your person, there is no expiration date on karma. It comes for all of us. It comes when we are not looking, and it very often hits us in ways that we wouldn't expect. And that is, I feel that for some of you, this person is definitely going through that. Horseman, Herald of Change. This card comes with number 30. And number 30 could be the 30th of a month. It could be March. It could be the number 3. Horseman, Herald of Change. Well, I do feel that change is coming because we do have the Fool and we do have the Chariot and we do have the Magician and we have the Four of Wands and we have the Three of Cups. But changes are coming into this connection with your person. And this card has so much movement in it. The horse up on its back legs and whatever these silky things are blowing in the wind, that represents a lot of movement. The Chariot is also about a lot of movement. Heralds deliver messages, so I do feel that that is about your person reaching out to communicate with you. But what I wanted to say that I haven't mentioned, but you guys probably already are aware, the Fool is not ruled by any astrology sign, but by the planet Uranus. And the planet Uranus is the planet of surprises and unexpected things. So I do feel that this is about unexpected communication as well, coming at you from your person, because they want to reach out, they want to talk, they want to bridge this distance. They want to get back in your good graces. They want to get back into your life because their life without you, especially with these cards over on this side of the table, your person's life is not so happy without you. But what's interesting is if we look at this picture, this side of the table, this is this sadness and melancholy and regret, remorse and guilt and everything else. And then on this side, as we get to the Horseman and the Four of Wands and the Chariot and the Magician, this is about happiness. This is about the two of you coming together to build a better partnership, to build a happy relationship with each other. It's just your person needs to get moving. But here as well, we have this Four of Pentacles, which is about your person wanting to hold on to you, but also wanting this firm structure, this stable foundation for the two of you. And then we have the Fool, which is all about sudden and swift change coming to this connection. So I feel that your person is going to leave all this icky ooginess in the past and all of a sudden start reaching out to you, getting rid of the remains of their whatever's been interfering in this connection, whether it's their fears, their illusions, their old baggage, coming out of this mental prison that they have put themselves in, because they want to come back to this magical connection that the two of you share with each other. But let's see what else is coming through for this message. Let's see what else we need to hear for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Clean it up. This card comes with number 21, if anyone resonates with number 21. And here we have, I'm not sure if that is a stag or if that is an elk. Maybe stags can be elks. I'm not sure what that creature is, but it's very glorious and beautiful regardless of what it is, especially with this rack that it's got on its head, holding this duster, cleaning it up. And this is about your person cleaning up their act, getting their act together, actually. This is about them getting rid of the clutter, getting rid of the baggage, getting rid of the drama, the chaos, getting rid of their old emotional wounds, releasing their fears and insecurities. Because your person has had a very powerful epiphany or series of those along the way here. And they know that it's time to finish clearing this up and cleaning it up so that they can come back to you, so the two of you can have this opportunity to reconcile, but build a better relationship with each other. This card comes with number 21. That could be the 21st of a month. It could be February 1st. It could be the number 3. It could be March. It could be the 3rd of a month. It could be January 2nd as well. So I feel that this is your person definitely figuring themselves out, but they need to clean up the rest of the remnants of these things so that they can come back towards you. Now, tying off those loose ends, cleaning it up, polishing it off, touching it up, finishing it up so that they can come back, because your person does not want to continue on this journey without you. They want to hold on to you, and they want to hold on to this relationship. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? I feel like I keep going in circles. Well, lots of circles on that moon card, a circle on this 5 of Pentacles as well. Circle on the Chariot, that's interesting. A circle on the Magician, although it's a planet. But your person trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing right now. And they do feel a little confused. They feel a little lost. They don't know which end is up at times, is what I'm feeling from this person. But they are having to navigate their way through this stuff, because they understand that that is the only way that they're going to be able to get back to you. When you are in each other's lives, you ground this person. You are their guiding star. You are their North Star. And without you in their life right now, they are feeling like they are just going in circles, and they don't know which way to turn at times, trying to figure themselves out in regard to which direction are they going, which decisions are they going to make. It is difficult for this person at the moment as well to make decisions about things that are affecting their daily lives, things that involve their job, perhaps their finances, not about you, because they've decided about you. They just are trying to find that courage, confidence, and the right words to come back towards you. But with the stuff about daily life, well, what am I going to have for dinner? Even that, I feel, for some of you, is a difficult decision for this person at the moment, because they are kind of like spinning in circles and trying to figure themselves out in regard to how they're going to fix whatever it is that they've got going on. Because as I mentioned, I do feel that your person feels that their life is kind of like in this downward slope at the moment. I'm silent because my life is one big mess at the moment, and I don't want to burden you or drag you down with me. I need to fix this first. Well, yes, they do. They do need to fix it. Although, if you were in their life, it would help them fix it, which is this crazy catch-22. However, they do want to fix whatever their current dilemmas are, whatever their current dramas are, because they don't want to bring drama back into this connection. They want to be able to show up for you when they have all this stuff cleaned up, cleared away, whatever they are dealing with, whatever they are going through, whether it is just being depressed, feeling melancholy, whether it is drama with family or friends, whether it is stuff that's going on with their financial situation, whether it is stuff that they are having to deal with their job, or trying to change jobs or find a new job, or whatever this person is having to deal with. They want to make sure that they are on the other side of that mess that they are dealing with, that they have brought into their own lives because of their words and decisions and actions. And they don't want to drag this relationship down from this glorious fresh start that this person wants by bringing their stuff back into this connection. And on the other side of that, they know that you would be so loving and caring that you would help them work through it. But they want to show you that they have been able to work through these things and work through these issues as well, because they want you to see how they are changing, growing, and evolving during this time. Whatever you're seeing or hearing on social media, know it's all a facade. I'm hiding how unhappy I really am. My shadows are kicking my ass. Well, yes, shadow work will kick our booties, because it is very intense. We have to look deep down into that subconscious that comes with that moon card and dig up all of those things that we have buried, that we have stuffed down, that we have swallowed, that we really need to bring back up, to regurgitate those stuff out of our character, of our psyche, of our personality. Bringing that stuff up and out is a lot of work, and your person is working on these things right now. But if you are seeing or hearing that everything going on with this person is just happy and joyful and wonderful, I feel that that is a bit of a facade. I don't feel that that is completely truthful. That is what this is saying. But social media never really fully reveals the truth of anything anyway. So I always say take whatever you see on social media as or with a grain of salt. I feel lost in life. Well, yes, because they feel like they keep going in circles. And this person does feel lost at the moment. They feel left out in the cold. They feel abandoned. You did not abandon them. That is the meaning of the Five of Pentacles, by the way. Feeling abandoned. They abandoned themselves. And they are feeling a lot of the heaviness of this feeling abandoned right now that they did bring upon themselves. Knowing that when they abandoned you, they also abandoned this love, and they abandoned themselves in the process. Understanding that that really was a foolish thing to do, that that wasn't their greatest move, that wasn't their wisest choice. But as well, knowing that they need to work through all of their issues, getting rid of that stuff, releasing themselves from that mental prison that they have been in for so very long, so that they can come back and have this better partnership and better life with you. Emotional storm. Turmoils, unstable, and affected. Well, I do feel that this person is dealing at the moment with a lot of emotions. And I feel that this is difficult emotions for this person right now. They are on a roller coaster ride of emotions, actually, riding that up and down wave of the ups and the downs and the mostly downs. And I feel that that is something that is difficult for your person. But again, this is something that they have brought upon themselves. And they need to feel this. They need to go through this and experience it, because it is giving them this powerful life lesson that they have needed for so very long, so that they will make sure that they never act foolishly with you, towards you, or that they ever bring so much drama and chaos and conflict and heartache and heartbreak into your life ever again, because this person is going to make sure that they never do that as they come back and present themselves to you as a romantic partner. Healing. Well, this is about releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Well, yes, your person has been doing this purging. They have been doing this work that they need to do to show back up and be a better partner, to be a better person, to be the partner who is going to be able to contribute to you and to this relationship. Because this person ultimately wants and sees this long-term partnership with you, and they do not want to be without you. This is about your person really wanting to do what is necessary, not only for you and for this relationship, but also for themselves. Doing that shadow work, doing that inner reflection, digging deep and finding those things that they have carried, that have been buried down deep in their subconscious for so very long. They know that it's time to get rid of these things because they're not serving them anymore. They know that it's time to embrace this new way of being, to embrace this new life, and live in the light of love and the light of the divine. And that as well is what that Fool card is about. Getting to this next chapter, this next phase of your journey, but together, in partnership, in union with each other. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to share with us? Well, karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. Well, that kind of makes sense with some of the cards that we have for the reading, I think. But cause and effect is not necessarily karma. Cause and effect can be as a result of our own actions and behaviors, and having to suffer all of the cause and effect of that, because every action creates a reaction in our lives and in the universe. It's just how it works. But I feel that this is telling us that your person is definitely feeling the consequences of their choices, of their words and their actions and their behaviors and everything else. And they are not liking how it feels, because this person is having a difficult time at the moment. But as well, it has been giving them the wake-up call that they need. It has been shaking them up and waking them up to get them moving and grooving back towards you, to do what needs to be done, to reach out to you, to talk to you, to show up at your house, to do something to bridge this silence that is between you. Because this person is definitely not happy without you in their life. They are acknowledging that their greatest happiness is when the two of you are spending time together. And they want to get back to that, and they want to get back to you, and they want to get back to this love that the two of you share for each other. Because your person knows and has always known that you belong together. They just weren't ready for this partnership. But through their own choices, through their own behaviors, they are seeing the reality of everything, because they have had massive epiphanies and wake-up calls. And your person wants to come back to you because ultimately they desire this partnership with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.